This is your tour of lecture showing you what you need to do each week. So I'm going to click on Learning Modules, which gets me to my weeks and what's going on each week. I'm going to go to week 5 for an example. On week 5, I see this laboratory, but then I see my lecture stuff. And lesson is like chapter for us. Note these asterisks here, because the more of those there are, the longer the lesson is. So you can kind of plan. The number of asterisks varies from 1 to 4. And so this tells you that this lesson is particularly long. So I'm going to click onto the lesson page. And these written examples are very important. I do a lot of the teaching in these. They go with the lecture. Anywhere that I have problems on the PowerPoints, this is how I explain them. This is where I explain them. So it not only has the answers, it explains. So anyway, a lot of teaching is on these. So have these ready when you go to watch the PowerPoints. Okay, after I get those ready, I'm going to go to the PowerPoint presentations. And you click and open them, and it may look like, oh, okay, I'm just going to read through these. However, you need to listen to them, and I'll show you why. Anywhere you see this little speaker, you probably won't be able to click on this and hear what I'm saying unless you download the PowerPoint. So instead of watching it right here on Canvas, I'm going to download it, use this to download it to my computer, and then watch it as a slideshow, listening to those explanations. When there was something hard to explain, I couldn't do it all in writing. So very important that you listen to those. After that, there's optional materials, and you may just click on these and see what they are. And if it's something that's confusing, you may try some of those. There are sometimes practice quizzes, highly recommended. I don't see your grades. They sometimes help you get ready for either the exams or the lesson quizzes. And then I have the required practice handouts. I put required on these even though I don't grade them, because they are crucial to your learning. And you should be trying these before you come to class that week. So if that week you are doing lesson 5, you should have at least gone in and attempted as much as you can. Let me look at this one. This one's a little different. As much as you can, attempt these problems, and you'll see that this also has learning teaching in it, because you can try based on what you've done on the PowerPoint, but there is a key, and in the key I give a lot of explanations to help you learn. So this is a learning process. Do as much of this as you can before you come to class that week. In class that week, we will cover the more difficult parts. After class that week, you should be able to complete these practice handouts, which will help get you ready for the quiz. These are also excellent to reprint and use before an exam. So after I've done my learning, I wouldn't do it until after we've met for class that week. You would go and take your lesson quiz. When you take your lesson quiz, it will give you hints about how to, what's going to be covered and how to get ready for the quiz. And that's it. That's how you go through the lessons each week.